Good day, everyone. This is Adam Stewart from stewartmedicine.com. I am just going to show you a quick set of tools that work together to improve the efficiency where patients might come in and drop off urine samples because they feel like they have a bladder infection. Sometimes the patient doesn't actually need to see the practitioner, but they feel like they have a typical bladder infection without any red flags, and they drop off the urine culture or urine to be dipped and or sent for culture and or be treated. So this is a fake patient chart, but I'm just going to log out and pretend I'm a staff member. I'm going to log in as a staff member for a second for this demonstration and show you how it works from the start. So if I log in under a front staff member, I'm prompted to enter my initials as the doctor that the staff is working under. And we'll go back to that fake patient chart. And you'll see right at the top that I have a lot of different toolbars set up for demonstration purposes. Some people won't like it looking that cluttered, that's fine, but this is just for demonstration purposes. The toolbar that we're going to focus in on here is this, this is a general toolbar for this staff member, and every staff member has their own general toolbar with buttons and things that are unique to their roles. The button that I'm going to focus in on here is the urine dip one. So and I'm just going to minimize the chart to give more space. So let's say the patient comes in and they drop off the urine dip. They are complaining of some pain and burning when they go pee for a few days. So the staff would then just with the click of a button have an encounter assistant that's brought up from that button. And from there, it directs some typical questions that we might need to answer. So number of days, yes, it feels like previous bladder infections, or no. Let's say yes, there's pain and burning with frequency, and no, there's no frequency. And I usually leave free text areas for notes in encounter assistance where needed for the information that doesn't fit nicely into the little yes/no boxes and check boxes. Over here, they're also prompted to ask for red flag symptoms. So let's say there's no visible blood in the urine, there's no fever, there's no vomiting, there's no pain in the flanks, and they haven't had more than 3 bladder infections per year. So then a staff member can either hand off the urine to the nurse or can go dip it themselves. And let's say the results are something like this as follows. And they can enter that in. And so now we're down to the plan. So what will happen here is, so that yes, typically they're going to say yes, well, they're going to send for culture. And right here is actually a button built in to insert that lab requisition that the person can just go in and click off urine culture. And here's some options that you want to tell, that the staff member wants to tell the physician or the nurse practitioner who's on looking after that patient. Yes, the patient is here, they're going to be waiting for the results advice, or they've just dropped off, or maybe they've just dropped off the urine and we're to call them back with the plan. So let's say that they're waiting for advice. And this button here functions that when I click finish, it will automatically send a pre-populated message to the doctor who the staff is working under. So remember, I signed in under my initials, so the message is going to come to me. So they click finish, and this prompts me to just review that message, the auto-populated message, the urine dip protocol. It's being addressed to me. The body of the message is pre-populated as well. That can be edited as needed or added onto, like please answer ASAP. And when you click OK, I'll just drag this over here. This message is from the staff member to me. Please see urine dip protocol. If they really wanted, they could change it to append it to a ASAP message to make it flashing. Perhaps, but I usually will tend to my messages as I go along through the day. So down here we see when we click finish as well that this is the note that has been stamped into the chart summarizing all those results we've done. So now I'm just going to log out as the staff and log back in under me as the physician. So this is from my perspective what I will be seeing. So yes, we're going to go back to the patient. And what's neat here is that under my view now, I've got a urine dip toolbar that is showing up here. And that is only being prompted because of because the words urine dip protocol appear in today's visit note. So that's going to come up just today while that's there, and tomorrow this toolbar is going to disappear, so it doesn't take up needless screen real estate going forward. So I've just got a few quick features here that, and I'll drag this message over here so it's back in our view. But so yes, I can say like I've reviewed this, and I can sign off on the requisition if I need to. But here's just some features. So again, this is a fake patient chart, so it's not going to have the greatest filters, but this is a filter that filters out just bladder infection or UTI notes. So if I click that, and again, it's doing the keyword search for UTI, and we can see, oh, there's September 2011 to 2016. That's today's visit. And if we go back, we can scroll. Oh, there was another visit for UTI back in 2015. Visit notes that contain the word UTI. So that's sometimes relevant if you want to quickly see, or maybe I want to see quickly filter their previous urine CNS history. So if I click that button, it's a quick filter that searches only results that contain urine culture. This was just a manual fake lab entry that I made in this fake chart, but typically you would, if you had a real patient with 3 or 4 urine cultures in the past few years, that would come up and just we would quickly able to see urine cultures. You know, so have they all been positive? Have they been negative? Maybe they're interstitial cystitis, for example, on the differential. Most importantly, and probably most relevant, is these 4 buttons here are the most common medications that I would prescribe for bladder infections. So they're all just buttons that, with the click of a button, bring up prescription favorites. So that's already a prescription favorite clinic-wide by doing this. Okay, so we'd be prompted to deal with this. But let's cancel that one. Then let's just say we went with Cipro. Oh, okay. We're not getting past the errors on this fake patient, but in any case, you can see here that because it's a prescription favorite, it's automatically populated everything, even including my limited use code number. So that's very handy. So then I could just simply print or fax to the pharmacy. Here, this allows me to then reply to the staff member just saying, you know, I have prescribed antibiotics. Return to clinic if fever, worse concerns, something to that effect, right? So then the staff will get that message, and they will be able to give that advice because, again, they've been saying that the patient is waiting for the advice down here. I know that from the information. Now, let's say something was different, and let's say I actually wanted to see the patient. They have fever or a red flag, so I'm going to have to see the patient before they leave. So let's just say that message didn't take place, but I replied to the staff with that message, and I wanted to carry on, and they were put in my room and prepped with vitals. And then this is a little button that preps me for my the UTI stamp. At least the subjective history is already pretty much started, but we have the quick objective history that I could see and just click that. Standard advice is already documented that I would be giving, and done. So I hope you find that helpful, and have a good day.